products of electrolysis. To know the process of electrolysis, we should see what are electrolytes, right? So electrolytes are those substances which can dissociate into its constituent ions, and during electrolysis, if electric current is passed, then these electrolytes dissociate further. Electrolytes exist in molten or fused state and in aqueous state as well during the process of electrolysis. In the molten state or fused state, what happens is, in the molten state or fused state, what happens is only ions of the compound are present. Only the ions of the compound and not the solvent is present. In the aqueous state, the ions of the electrolyte is present along with water. So there will be a competition between these ions and the ions that are obtained from water, which one to actually get discharged at the electrodes at cathode and at anode. What happens at cathode? At cathode, reduction takes place. From the concept of oil rig, we know that oxidation is loss of electron, reduction is gain of electron. So at cathode, gain of electrons take place. Now, who will get reduced more easily? For that, we need to see the state. In the molten state, only cation is present and will get reduced, because in the molten state, it is the cation of the electrolyte which is present, and that only will get reduced. For example, NaCl in its molten state will actually furnish Na plus ions, which gets reduced by gaining an electron and forming sodium metal. In aqueous solution, apart from this metal ion, there is H2O. So the less reactive metal, if it is a less reactive metal, what happens? And if it is a more reactive metal, then what happens? So for less reactive ones, the metal is getting deposited by the gain of electron. But for a more reactive one, water is reduced to form H2 gas in preference to the metal. Let us see some of the examples. In NaCl, in its aqueous state, or for concentrated aqueous solution of NaCl, sodium is considered to be highly reactive metal. So in this case, hydrogen gas will be obtained at cathode, not the sodium metal. NaCl in its molten state at cathode will actually gain electron Na plus ion and forms Na. Why? Because this happens during molten state, only the metal ion is present. Now what happens at anode? Oxidation takes place, loss of electron takes place at anode. Now who will lose electron more readily? That is the competition. But if it is in molten state, remember, only anion gets oxidized. For example, if it is NaCl and I use molten NaCl, then 2Cl minus is the anion. It loses electron and then it forms Cl2. Actually, Cl minus loses electron to form Cl. Two such Cl will form Cl2 gas. So for molten NaCl, chlorine gas is obtained at anode. In aqueous solution, anion from the electrolyte and H2O, the OH minus from H2O, there is a competition between these two. If you choose halides, if such halides are present in the medium like chloride, bromide, iodide, these halides are present, then what will happen? It will give halogen and it gives Cl2, Br2, I2 respectively. But apart from halides, if other anions are present, be it sulfate, nitrate, then for such cases, water is oxidized to oxygen gas. So for anions like halides, halogen gas is obtained. For other anions, oxygen gas is obtained by the oxidation of H2O. See one example over here, Na2SO4, sodium sulfate. If I take aqueous solution of sodium sulfate, what is obtained at anode? So you know that at anode what will happen? Oxidation will take place. Loss of electron will take place. The anion is sulfate. So over here oxygen is produced at anode. So let us summarize the concept. At cathode, if it is a reactive metal, then H2O reduces to H2. If it is a less reactive metal, then the metal is deposited. At anode, the halide is present as anion, X2 gas is formed, and other anions which are not halides will give oxygen gas. So this is what is written, that if the electrolyte is molten NaCl, then what will be the cathode product? I have written the product also. If it is aqueous NaCl, what will be the cathode product? If it is aqueous CuSO4 using inert electrode, can be platinum electrode, non-reactive, then what is the product? For aqueous H2SO4, what is the product at cathode? So if electrode is not inert, like copper electrode in CuSO4, then what happens? See, anode metal may dissolve. Copper dissolves and forms Cu2+, which comes to the medium.